Griffin.
Griffin bottom.
Total, I have six. Nice.
You get 6 bars with this one.
And then 2 little pins.
Do you have your leather on?
Sam Harrison.
Yeah, a long time ago. On this jacket. Let me borrow that jacket.
You got 2 leathers. Football and
He's got 6.
Jimmy Flanagan.
He's got 8.
You get a pin.
He's been varsity in football and varsity.
But like stripes.
He's got 6
Bars.
bars in the
Those
jacket.
stripes are for being on varsity. He's been on varsity every
Peyton
4
Healis.
and 4.
Yeah. 4 and 4.
Yeah.
We have to do a simple math for you.
You've
Well,
been
like
varsity football and
the
varsity
stripes, that's not the middle. So I have a football, but
math.
Isaac Kelly.
You've been varsity since you were a freshman on both sports.
yeah, but like it's not a bar.
He came to wrestle.
Ian Jeffer.
Hey, these last 3 and 4, including Mahone, are our seniors. For me, it's bittersweet to get to work with seniors, because usually seniors are your ones that you've seen the whole way through. I wish I would have had more time with all these guys, because the commitment that these 4 have put in is more than I've seen a lot of people do. For me, coming from the Midwest and seeing an atmosphere that revolves around wrestling, it's really hard to match that. And these 4 guys have done a great job for me of really stepping it up and not only being great competitors in the room, but making me feel like I'm at home. Every single day I come into my classroom, over lunch they're hanging out with me, they see me in the morning. They're the first ones into the wrestling room every day, the last ones out. They sit and talk crap with me about wrestling, and I feel like being able to come here as a new coach has been made 100% easier because I have guys like these seniors that support me through it. If I'm slipping up, if I'm making mistakes, these guys are the first ones to let me know, and they're awesome about it. And for me, it makes it really, really fun to have them come in and mess around with me and make it a fun atmosphere for me. So please, can we give not only the varsity, but also the seniors a hand as we hand out these last few letters.
Shane Stratford. Tyler Collins.
All right, these are your 2016-2017 varsity letter winners. Who's next? A lot of times, I think they're overdone. I like to keep it simple. So we gave some really, really simple awards out, but I think they're well deserved. We as coaches decided on these awards and voted together to give some athletes that we feel deserve a little bit of special recognition. There's no way for us to possibly recognize every single person that did something great for the team this year, but we picked a few that we feel did some great things for us and really helped us along the way this year. So first, I want to start with our Rookie of the Year award. The Rookie of the Year award is an award that we give to somebody that is new to the program, but that we feel was a standout. And this kid, day in, day out, every single day, we got him to open up just a little bit more. He came in as a really clutch wrestler for us and did a lot of really impressive things. Let's go ahead and welcome him up. Rookie of the Year is Logan Hasher. Logan did some really impressive stuff this year to qualify for the state tournament as a freshman and make it to the second day of the tournament. It's something that not a lot of kids get the chance to do. The peak of his season, at the end of the season, ended up wrestling to qualify and go for state, wrestling a kid that beat him twice this year, and one of those losses he took to him was a tech fall. Logan ended up beating him last match of the sectionals tournament this year. So that's something that's really hard to do. Then he comes to the state tournament, puts on a show, makes it all the way through to the second day. So thank you again, Logan, for a great season. a standout on the JV team, somebody that really battled for us. Could have easily, if the lineup worked a little bit differently, could have easily had his spot on the varsity team and was always a battler. He wrestled a few varsity matches for us that earned him his varsity letter. He also had some really impressive wins for us at some of our biggest wins of the year, including our win that we took at Ironwood. So I just wanted to give a big thanks and present the JV All-Star as well as his letter to Ethan Polfrum.
He said he'd be here, but
Nice.
All right, the next award we have, the Most Improved Wrestler Award. This is somebody from, whether you guys knew it or not, me coming here as a coach this year has kind of been in design since last year while I was coaching at Desert Vista. So this is a kid that I've been trying to keep my eye on. From last year to this year, the improvements that we've seen him made, especially through the middle of the season, not only in his attitude as a wrestler in the room, has gotten better through the year, but also his skills on the mat have improved through the year. We went from seeing a kid that looked a little bit gun shy on the mat to somebody that was taking people down at will and doing some really impressive stuff on the mat for being as new to the sport as he is. So our Most Improved Wrestler Award this year, please give Isaac Kelly a hand. Isaac Kelly ended up making it all the way through section tournament, making it to the finals, and wrestling a big old stud who ended up winning the state tournament. Isaac also made it all the way through to the second day of the tournament, took 6th place as a junior, as a relatively new athlete to the sport. So go ahead and give him another hand. Isaac also had the most takedowns this year. Isaac had 52 takedowns on this year. Our last 2 awards are 2 awards that, in my eyes, are equal to the biggest honors that I can give anybody that competes for me. The first one I want to give is the Outstanding Leadership Award. This one is going to a kid that is an absolute workhorse. I've never seen a mental attitude or a mental drive like what this kid has in any athletes from the college level all the way on down, all the coaching that I've done so far and since I've been in college coaching. Not only that, but in the room, he's somebody that I know that I can count on. If I need to be gone, I don't even need to worry about it. 100% reliability. The kid loves to battle. And nowadays, it's hard to find people that really just love to get in and grind and just embrace the grind of the sport. And almost more than winning, love to just get in there and battle and kick somebody's butt and just enjoy it. Just feed off the energy of everybody else in the room and drive people to become better athletes. This year I want to present our Outstanding Leadership Award to Shane Stratford. Shane finished his career as a senior, 133 and 17. You don't hear of very many wrestlers getting 100 or more wins in their career. So that's really, really impressive to have. It was an even more of an honor for me to take Shane to the state tournament this year. All season long, Shane battled through some really brutal injuries. From me walking out on the mat and having to put shoulders back in place in his qualifying matches, his semifinal matches, the things that he did this year are beyond impressive, and I don't have enough words to thank him for everything that he's done for me. Aside from that, being able to be in the room with somebody that is like-minded, who has the same, just mental drive that I strive for and look for in athletes. So thank you very much, Shane.
Hey, hey!
The last award that we have tonight goes to somebody that has one of the most impressive careers I've ever seen, all the way through high school. This guy is just a fun-loving, enjoyable person. If you're around him and you're not smiling, there's probably something wrong with you. Not only that, but to see his attitude on and off the mat with everybody. He takes care of all the guys. Beyond that, he had one of the most impressive records we had on our team this year, along with setting 4 individual records this year. Records set for consecutive wins, season win record, season pin record, career pin record, more that we haven't been able to tally up records yet. Please welcome up Tyler College. So Tyler Collins ended up setting records for consecutive wins, 51 consecutive wins, previous was 22. Most wins in a season at 54, previous was 49. Most season pins, 41, the previous was 26. Most career pins with 90, the previous was 59.
Woo!
Tyler went on to have a storied career. He set lots of records for us and was a guy that, one of the guys on this team that we knew if it was coming close to the end at a duel and we needed to count on 6 points for a big win, we knew we could count on Tyler to make that happen for us. Between Tyler and Shannon, our seniors, and the other guys that put together our varsity team this year, I saw some really, really impressive things happen with a team that a lot of people didn't expect to do much this year. So please give Tyler another round of applause as well as Alright, so really quickly, I just had a few things I want to say. Again, I want to thank all of you parents. I couldn't do it without you. You watch the dirty laundry. Foremost, you watch the dirty laundry. You put up with cranky kids, some of whom are cutting weight, except for you, Tyler. We all know that's not true. You get up here early in the morning for weigh-ins because God knows I show up an hour early to weigh-ins just because I like to be there early. You guys have got them here for me so we can hop on a bus and get them there. I also really need to thank some parents in particular. I want to give a big thanks to Eric Stratford. Eric has been in the room almost every single practice, and Eric would do absolutely anything we asked him to. Everything from making sure the guys got fed when we were in Wickenburg, to making sure we had rooms to stay at when we went to Joe City. Eric contributed a lot, and I know he's done a lot before I got here. So it means a lot. It means the world to Eric. Thank you so much for big thanks to Jim Flanagan. Where's he at? Jim has kind of took me under his wing and let me know where I can push my limits, what I can do as a coach. Having his expertise as a referee, as well as on the side of the mat helping out our JV kids, varsity kids, anywhere we've needed him. Jim's another guy that I know I can count on and would do anything for me, do anything for his boys, and do anything for our guys. You make sure they get fed. You make sure anything that these guys need, they always have. And without guys like Jim, I wouldn't be able to do this day in and day out. So Jim, thank you very much. I also wanted to thank Tom Collins. Where you at, Tom? Give him a hand. Tom has done so much that you guys don't know about for your boys this season. Tom has made sure we have stuff to keep our mats clean. Tom has made sure anytime the boys need food, everybody's fed after weigh-ins. He makes sure that when we're at the hotel, if anybody needs anything, Tom's the first guy to volunteer and would go and do anything for us. It's been awesome to have Tom around us and get to know Tom. He's a great guy. And please, everybody give Tom another round of applause.
You're all right, that's all right.
I also want to thank the guys that have helped me out all year long. First, Brian Kunkel. From the minute that I got here, Brian has made sure that anything I have a question on, anything I'm unsure of, even if it's so much as how to order a uniform, Brian has made sure that I know how to do that and is always in the room whenever we need him. He's been in the busiest time of the year and still found a way to get into the room in the middle of switching buildings and as busy as he's been. If I didn't have Brian, I wouldn't know half the stuff I know and would have no idea what's going on in that wrestling room. So, Brian, having you means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Last, I want to thank Harley. Harley has been invaluable to our heavy guys. Even though I talk a big game, I'm still only 140 pounds and I can't tangle with the big guys. Beyond that, Harley has an attitude that even though people don't like it sometimes, he's in your face and he's going to push you to be the best you can. That's what I love about Harley, and he's got an attitude that I think sometimes we need to have. Harley's been on the side of every single mat. If my voice is shot and I can't be heard, I know they're going to hear Harley. Dad, he took care of the JV team this year too. He made sure those young guys got to all their tournaments, made sure we were good at weigh-ins. made sure they had somebody in their corner, and he was always willing to go anywhere I needed him to go. He'd run around mat sides. You see him sweating his butt out because he's running from mat to mat to mat. If I'm busy, he's got it. So I want to thank Harley too. Thank you very much. Wrap up on our season. Your varsity Falcons finished with a dual team record of 29-1. That's awesome. 21-9. We ended up taking 4 people who qualified to come with us to the state tournament. We ended up placing a 4th place, and a 6th place. We placed Isaac Kelly, we placed Tyler Collins, and we placed Shane Stratful. We also brought Logan Hasher with us. So to bring 4 guys to the state tournament was awesome. People counted us out at the beginning of the year and didn't think we would even do that. So that's really impressive. We ended up placing 15th out of 43 teams. To put it in perspective, we were 6 points out of 10th place. 6 points away from being top 10 in the state out of 43 teams. So you come from a team that took how many 2 guys to the state tournament last year? To place top 15 is saying something. You guys are going to hear me, the guys are used to hearing me say it, I'm never ever satisfied. I'm never going to be satisfied with where we're at, but I'm definitely impressed. You guys did a lot of really impressive things this year. The highlights of the season for me, and I know for others, were taking a huge win over Deer Valley. That wasn't supposed to happen. We took a big win at home. Another fireworks duel, we were at Ironwood. Ironwood was a nail biter, and it was a blast for all the fans. It's been awesome to have you guys in the stands this year, and to actually see people supporting wrestling the way I like to see it. But like I said, I'm never satisfied. I want to see more and more people come out and support the stuff that these guys are doing, because a lot of you don't get a chance to see the hard work that they put in the room day in and day out. I think some of you would be shocked, some of you that haven't been around the sport of wrestling before, to see just what goes on in that wrestling room and what those guys go through. Because to be able to make it through it is impressive. So every single victory, every single hard-fought win that these guys had was much deserved, and they earned it. So give them a hand one more time. Last thing I have to say, season's over, but next year's coming fast. Varsity guys, anybody that plans on wrestling varsity next year, and anybody that wants to crack the lineup, Mondays and Wednesdays, starting next week, 3 p.m., open mat. We're in there scrambling. If you are not in a sport right now, I want to see you in there battling. If you're not in track right now, you should be in wrestling. There are 1.5 million freestyle tournaments that we can get you guys to, and we have some experienced people that can come in and help out and work you guys with freestyle, and that keeps you in shape year-round. I want to see you guys in there. If you plan on wrestling on the team next year, I'm not allowed to say it's mandatory until June, but I want to see you guys in there. If you have no plans to do sports, I also plan on having the room open during the summer too. I don't have a set schedule for summer room open, but it's going to be there. On top of that, you guys got to get in the weight room. You guys should be lifting at least 3 days a week. If you don't have a membership at a gym, you can come lift here. I already have permission from the football coach to lift in the morning with his early riser class. So if a gym membership is your excuse, it's not valid. We need to get you guys in there. Except with the exception of a few guys on this team, a lot of you look small out on the mat compared to some of those other guys that are in a weight program. Put those little things away. So, hey, we gotta get in the room. Gotta get in the weight room, gotta be in the wrestling room. I'm gonna be there even if it's me wrestling with one person. So, I'll be there. Get in there and get it done. Last thing, I have an email list. The email list I sent out, if any of you didn't receive an email from me, I want you to stop and see me so I can get your email written down before you leave today, because I'm going to be sending out in the next week here the dates of some camps that I would like to take guys to. Some of them are team camps, some of them are individual. If we get enough guys to go to some of them, I can even use our club funds. I don't know if it was somebody in here, it was an anonymous donation. We got a big fat chunk of money, and someone didn't fess up to who gave us the money. So if you're in here, I wanted to say thank you, because without that kind of stuff, there's no way we can make this stuff work. So I'm sure it's somebody in here, so whoever it was, thank you so much for the money that you gave. I think that's about all I have. I know Eric wanted to talk to you guys really quickly, so before I let him talk, I just wanted to say, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you guys for everything you did. You guys have made me feel really welcome here. sometimes coming into a new place can be really tough, and especially with the first year as a head coach, I learned so much. So I appreciate all of you guys putting up with me, learning some of the process and some of the bumps along the road. I learned more than I can tell you guys this year, and without you guys putting up with the mistakes I make and the stuff that I don't know what's going on just yet, I wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you very much for putting up with me. I appreciate it.
And Jim's been with me the last 3 years, and it's grown a little bit. Tom Collins has been, but it hasn't grown to the point where I think it needs to be. And that means more parental involvement. That means just more kids coming out. You know, tell everybody you can. I'm just trying to sing these guys' praises. These guys are in their mid-20s. They're going to be here a long time. There's a chance, there's potential here to have a great team, to have more than 20 or 25 kids, to take more than 4 kids to a state tournament, to take 12 or 13 like a Liberty does. You know, we're not that far away. To have somebody like Brian Kunkel involved in the program, you know, somebody like Jim Flanagan here involved in the program on a daily basis. These guys are in it, and it's just it's been rewarding, but yet there's a part of me that's bittersweet. It hasn't grown exponentially like I thought it would. I'm a Midwest guy myself. I'm from Michigan, but I think it has the possibilities of doing it. And there's some great kids in this room, some great young talent. Logan Hasher, Peyton Healis. I'm just going to rip off a few. Declan Flanagan, Isaac Kelly. Hi, Isaac. But you're a leader. You're a leader next year. But I would just like to get as many people involved in the sport as we possibly can. It's a great sport. This isn't a wrestling mecca by any stretch, you know, but we can make it. We can make it that. You know, I see these teams at state travel 200-300 people and just go crazy when their kids are wrestling for 3rd and 5th place matches. You know, and that's what I want to see. I want to be a Sunnyside. I want to be a Liberty. I want to travel. I want to, you know, have a fan base like that. You know, it's not a splinter sport. This is the best sport going. And I didn't even wrestle in high school, but I'm here to tell you, you know, my son's wrestled for 10 years now, and it's been the most rewarding thing just to watch him battle every day. You know, the injuries and all that, but just his fortitude. And that's what it builds. It builds fortitude. It isn't about, you know, you're going to go be an NCAA champion or anything like that. It's just about your life, what you're going to do in life. And once you've wrestled, Jim can rubber stamp this, and there ain't nothing you can't do. There's nothing you cannot do. So I'm proud of each and every one of these kids. And I just want to give everybody stand up, just give these guys a hand.